Is the General. Why I?
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If it's your first time on my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. This video is about to be a banger, period. Today's video, we're gonna jump right into it, and honey, it's giving, okay? If you want to know how I got this color, how I installed the wig, keep on watching. So jumping right into the video, this is the box that the hair comes in. Thank you so much, Yolova, for providing this hair for me and collabing with me. I appreciate the partnership. So when you open up the box, this is the wig cap that comes in the box along with a pair of lashes and a pair of tweezers. And girl, when I seen these tweezers, I was like, okay, Yolova, y'all are coming through for the girl, because what if I didn't have a pair, or what if I lost mine? Because I always lose my pairs of tweezers. I don't know what it is, but at least I got another one. And of course, you get the hair. This hair was super soft when I took it out the box. I did go ahead and measure it for you guys just to see, you know, that you get your money's worth for the length, okay? I did notice throughout the hair there were some black streaks, but I took care of those when I colored it. So I'm starting off with some purple shampoo, just putting that into an empty bin. And I'm going to add some hot water. You can use warm water, but hot water I feel like just works a lot better and quicker. And then I'm going to submerge the entire wig into this solution. Now, I did demonstrate what not to do and what to do because, well, not demonstrated, but I'm going to show you how I messed up and how I fixed it. So this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to just leave the hair sitting there and wrong, okay? Because then you're going to have streaks throughout the hair, and you don't want purple streaks in your hair. You want to continuously be submerging and dipping the hair into the water, because then it'll, you know, give it the hair an even coating and you won't have like purple streaks, which I'll show you how my wig ended up and how I ended up fixing it. So this is the wig. Once I washed all of that out, I thought it was good, so I conditioned it and everything. And as you can see, if you look closely, there's some bluish purplish tints in the hair. I had this hair dye and I decided to go ahead and see if it would fix it. It did not. It actually didn't do anything to the hair at all. I was going for an ash blonde tone, and it kind of just brought more attention to the fact that there was purple highlights in the hair, and I ain't with it. So after I washed this out, I went ahead and kind of blow dried a section so that you guys can see what it would have looked like dry, and girl, it did not give. This is how much hair came out, which is not a lot, seeing as to how I colored the hair so many times. So, you know, that tells you that the hair is pretty good. But this is the hair now. I went in with a toner thinking that that would help, and it did not. It actually just also brought more attention to the fact that I had purple highlights in my hair, and I didn't know what to do, y'all. So I went on YouTube and they told me, well, I watched the video and it said to bleach it. So that's what I did. I added shampoo just like they said, and this was the consistency. Once I put the bleach on the hair, I washed it out. I also put conditioner that came in the dye box. And then on top of that, I deep conditioned it in silicone mix. And baby, when I tell you the hair was revived. Started to pluck, but I panicked and I ran to Target and I picked up 2 different colors. I picked up 3 boxes of ash blonde dye, and I picked up a dark brown for the roots. So here I'm dyeing the hair and I'm putting the dark brown on the roots, blending it out with my fingers a little bit just so there's no harsh lines. And then I worked my way in with the ash blonde tone. and blended that downward. And then I left some pieces just white the way it was because I wanted some like highlight, lowlights texture in there. It didn't really give that. It kind of just gave ash blonde wig with brown roots, but that's fine. It still came out really, really pretty. This is what it looked like afterwards in the sink. It looks so nice with the silicone mix on it. Ugh. I wish you could have saw some of the brown lowlights a lot better once it was dry, but that's fine. Getting into styling, I did let the wig dry overnight and I blow dried it just to get those kinks out. I went in with a wax stick to smoothen everything out, but the mistake that I made, y'all, was I rubbed it against the lace unknowingly, and it actually made the lace turn white, which doesn't help us when we're trying to have a flawless look, okay? I do show you how to fix it a little bit at the end, but honestly, you guys, it's kind of difficult to get that out. So try to be careful and just get it on the hair, because you do not want your lace to be white. You kind of want it to be flawless, okay? Not kinda, you do.
Purchase your tracks today.
I then went in with my favorite hair oil, which is from BioSilk. This oil, you guys, if you've never tried it, please get your hands on it. It does not make the hair super oily or super greasy or heavy. It kind of just gives it flow, natural bounce, and feel nice and shiny and silky.
Purchase your tracks today.
So now it's time to apply that bad boy, and I started off by cleaning off my forehead. I did have my brows filled in because I was going to do my makeup afterwards, so I had to clean a lot of that makeup off. I'm just checking to see which cap is the correct color for me, and I think this is pretty good, so I'm going to go with this one. I'm just starting off by cutting my ear holes. This helps to keep the ear tabs flat, because if you apply wigs on yourself, the ears be the first thing to come up. So that's why we do that. And I'm using glue to secure the wig down because I feel like Got2b spray or Got2b gel just doesn't do it for me. And I like this surface to be real flat, okay? So now that we've done cutting off the excess lace that we don't need, I'm gonna tie down the rest of the lace the stocking cap that fell to the back. I seen someone do this on YouTube and I was like, that is genius, because a lot of times your stocking caps end up slipping towards the front of your wig and you don't even notice until you take the wig off. So we don't want that. I'm applying some foundation to my cap and yeah, it's giving face, honey. So I wanted to show you guys where the cap turned white. Where the lace turned white from the wax stick. Ugh, this made me cringe, you guys. I was like, how am I gonna save this wig? But I ended up kind of making it work as best as I could, and just trusted the process. So right now I'm gonna cut off my ear tabs because the wig is a little too big for me. It's not excessively big, but you do need to measure it so that it's perfectly fitting to your head. And I had a little extra lace on the side, so I went ahead and cut that. So as you can see, I'm applying foundation to the inside and outside of the cap, especially the outside, because of the wax stick that made it turn white. It did help a little bit, but there were some extra steps that I took towards the ends of the video, which you'll also see, to help kind of camouflage that white ashy, disgustingness. But I'm just pinning my hair back so that I can start gluing. Now, I do 3 layers of glue, but do whatever floats your boat, okay? Some people don't like that much glue because they don't want that wig to be on too long, but the more glue, the more secure, okay? I'm taking a white pencil and just marking where I have to glue. So I'm gluing behind the white line. I'm not gonna go before the white line towards my eyebrows. I'm not gonna touch any of that. I'm staying behind the white line, and I'm applying 3 layers in 3 different sections. So section 1 is the middle of my forehead. Section 2 would be either the right side or the left side, and section 3 would be the side that's left. So I do that 3 times, 3 different layers. And then I pull the lace down and make sure that it's secure and nice and melted, okay? And then after you're done cutting the lace off and everything, you can take some alcohol and wipe away those white pencil marks, just in case anybody was wondering how to get that off. Very, very simple. It comes off really, really easy. So while that's drying on the sides, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the middle section with an eyebrow razor. And I'm cutting in a downward motion just so that I get a jagged edge cut from my lace. You don't wanna cut with scissors straight across because then you're gonna see that the lace is cut straight across. You want it to be jagged. So now it's time to get into everyone's favorite part, the baby hairs. I'm separating my baby hairs so that I know which sections are going to be for what. And I'm going to take my olive oil wig spray that on the lace. This helps to, give your hair some more mold and melt a lot better. And it also kind of removes that white cast that can sometimes be on the lace, and in my case it is on the lace because of the wax. So it definitely does help. It's an extra step you can take just to make sure that your lace is gonna be melted, honey. And then I'm taking my elastic band, tying that down, and I'm cutting the baby hairs kind of a little shorter just to get it on my face and on my eyes. And then I'm going to leave that on for about 10 minutes. So I'm going in with a flat iron to curl my baby hairs. Okay, this is a technique that we have all learned from Miss Chastity Autumn on Instagram. Hey girl, I doubt that you ever see this video, but hey. It's better if you do this with a smaller flat iron, but I could not find mine. I think I lent it to somebody and never got it back. But you're basically gonna curl your baby hairs. It really, really helps, you guys. It's such a small technique, but it really does help. It shapes the baby hair for you, basically. All you have to do is kind of swoop it. If you have trouble doing baby hairs, this is probably the technique that's going to save you, okay? And it helps to get funky with your baby hairs. Like if you want to try different techniques, like the super curly, layered type of fluffy baby hair look that she does, this is the technique you want to do, okay? But if you just want to practice doing your baby hairs a lot easier, use this tip. I'm going in with some concealer just to help camouflage that lace a little bit more, because like I told you, the wax stick threw me, okay? It really tried me and it was trying to take me out. And we're not here for that. We're not gonna stand for it, okay? We came here to get slayed, and we're gonna leave slay, okay? Period. So I took some mascara, and because the wig was dyed with roots that are dark brown, I didn't want it to be black. So I wiped off that wand as best as I could to get off some of that product, and whatever was left is what I put on the roots. Just to, camouflage those pieces that didn't get any brown dye on it, because I know y'all noticed. And then I went in with that olive oil. Ooh, got it in my eye. I went in with the olive oil spray again because I want an extra melt. Okay, an extra melt. Yeah. And I put my elastic band on one more time. After that, I went in with some concealer just to conceal and highlight my part a little bit more. And that was it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful and I didn't confuse anybody. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. Make sure your post notification bell is on. And I will see you in the next video. Mwah.
Extraordinary